right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. The New England Revolution and Toronto, 0-0 draw. I don't know how they didn't score earlier in this one. Well, there's one play where I thought Toronto should have. I have a problem. I just watched some of the greatest soccer in the history of my lifetime, where games would go into extra time versus more extra time, and then would go to penalty kicks. And tonight it's the Revs are back. We watched it on Apple. We did. We had it on here in the studio. It's the 75th minute, and I go to Skaz. All right, man, what do they go to extra time and then kicks? And you're like, no. And I'm like, what? So I think I knew that, Skaz. I think I knew that.
I think you knew that too, Joe.
The game's over now. They played 90 minutes plus 3 minutes, and everybody went home, and we got a point. Whee! That's not helping the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would say what the Revs did tonight on the field certainly did not help soccer in this area. I would say when you have a month and a half off and you play one of the worst teams in the league at home coming out of that break, you should probably score a goal.
All right, so I'm gonna lay off the Revs tonight in not winning the game
for no showing.
For a second.
Sure.
I'm gonna table it. We call it bookmarking.
Yes.
Gonna bookmark.
I believe we'll talk to a Rev tomorrow too. So
good,
yes.
Good, because I want to know their mentality in this one. But you mean to tell me that we just watched that? And how many people do we talk to? Hey, do you think this is going to help the MLS? Do you think it's going to help the game of soccer in America and all that stuff? And then we watch that where it ends and everyone high fives and handshakes and they get points and we go home. That's it. All right, now I'm going to talk about other sports now. The NHL, hey man, at least there's a shootout, right? You still get that little 3-on-3 in there.
You want some 3-on-3 in the MLS?
You know what? Fine.
A lot of grass out there.
Ooh, no. Oh, speaking of that, we'll get to that in a second. Football, right? They at least do an overtime. Both teams get a possession.
You want a golden goal situation?
Yep. What do they do in the NBA? They just keep going to overtime.
5 minutes.
But still, they keep doing it. I think it's a problem in the sport. Now that, listen, I hope it's not a hot take. But I just, again, watched the greatest soccer ever played. And I know they do it in the Premier League, but you know what? They're good. And that's the Premier League. And it's about a point, because if you don't get your point, you're literally relegated. You're out. You go back to the minors, kid. This was underwhelming. Forget about the 0-0. It was underwhelming. I wanted extra time, and I wanted goals. So I don't know who the commissioner of the MLS is, but I hope you're listening to me. That was underwhelming to me.
The MLS commissioner is a man named Don Garber. Would you like to guess how long he's been the MLS commissioner?
It shouldn't be long because I've never heard of him.
1999.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Joe. Might be time to switch it up.
Don Garber, you got to change that thing. No. Skaz, this can't be everyone goes home happy. Not in that, especially if there's no relegation. No one's getting relegated in the MLS, right? I mean, they're trying to survive to keep the damn teams. I think you got to go extra time and kicks. What is it? Going to go past people's bedtimes, guys? You mean to tell me the next 15 minutes we couldn't have gotten to 10 o'clock with that game? Give me 15 minutes of extra time and kicks. Call it a night? Because you know why? They'd be done before 10 o'clock.
Now, Joe, the MLS used to have a shootout back in the day, but it was not your traditional penalties.
Tell me about it.
It was probably the most MLS thing MLS has ever done.
Okay.
But basically what would happen is a guy would get the ball 20, 25 yards, I think, away from the goal, and he could just come in and rip. It was just one-on-one, but he could dribble in from like 25 yards out.
So it's like a penalty shot.
Kind of, but with dribbling and all the field. And sometimes the goalies would come out flying, had dive at him. It was great theater, but it was awful soccer. But I'm not against it.
Was it the France goalie that I was talking about that was out far and defending guys?
Yeah, Mike Mignon there, yeah.
Oh, my God, that was so horrible. You know what? Why don't you just have the goalies just play? One goalie kicks on one end and the other goalie kicks on the other.
The first to miss loses.
Now, the Revs, getting back to that, Skess. They should have given up a goal. They got lucky. Turner actually made a nice play. And then I don't know how they didn't score on one of the plays. It was a chip shot right in the middle. So, yeah, like, you just had a guy play in the World Cup. You got everybody back. I know they've been practicing because we've been having the guys on the air. I bet you they're pissed off and disappointed tonight. Or are they happy to get a point? Are they happy to get a point for real?
I don't think so. Not tonight. I mean, listening to the broadcast, Charlie, our friend Charlie Davies at the end was like, let's forget about this one. Let's put this one behind us and get to Saturday.
It wasn't great. It was plotting. Again, we went to break 7:30. It was 2 hours. Whatever. Fine. 2 hours. Great. There was a lot of talk about, will the World Cup help the audience, help viewership, bring excitement to the MLS? It was a discussion. It's a talking point right now. And to me, the fact that the game ended with not extended time. What do they call it? Stoppage time. And then the game just ends. I am out. Out. That sucked. That sucked. What, you with your family tonight? You guys got your popcorn, your sausages? And then you just get in the car and be like, you know what? They tied. Great week. They tied. Draw. We got a point tonight. Yay. What are they, 8-5-3 now? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really going to help out the stand. That's real excitement, let me tell you. I'm not crapping on you, Revs. This isn't about you, the Revs. I love you guys. And you should have done better tonight. But you know what they're going to blame, Skess. What was different tonight out there?
The turf, Joe. The turf is back.
I heard on the broadcast multiple times tonight that the ball had a little bit of a turf monster tonight. The turf was not cool. They weren't ready for that. It was a bad night on the... Was that... Can we even call that a pitch? Is that even a pitch, that thing out there? I'm upset. I'm disappointed for the MLS. And listen, I put on Apple. There was a bunch of games on. I root for soccer. I really do. And it's so good internationally. And I made the comment over the weekend that I think the World Cup got Americanized, and I was out. I thought it was a snooze fest. But it's like, hey, come on back. Revs. 0-0. No extra time. Out. That's why you're going to lose people. That's why. Ending those games in draws with no... Dude, there's literally no repercussions for getting a draw. Do you know that? There's none. Now, in the Premier League, there is, right? If you don't get the 2 points, you're screwed. Your team's going down. I'll get off my soapbox about this. Biggest issue with American soccer is the fact that in the end, there's no true winner. Like tonight, right? Some finals tonight. 4-3, 2-1, 3-2, 1-0, 1-0, 3-1, 4-1. You know the Revs were the only game tonight? Out of every game tonight, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm watching this right now on Apple TV. Out of every game tonight, the Revs in Toronto were the only ones not to score a goal. So it looks like everyone else got a bump, right? It looks like every other team looked motivated to play. All right, I'm looking at a couple others now. There's a few others All right, one game in the first half is 0-0, and there's another game currently in action right now, 0-0. But as far as finals go, the only team tonight not to score, only game tonight. There's 2 other games at 10:30 later. Just not a good start. Not a good start for me. Anyways, the tarps are off over at Fenway. Everyone's waving their shirt, hoping that they can win 16 in a row. Riley is in the car. Hello, Riley.
Hey, Murray. Hey, Skaz. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on what you thought about Robert Kraft. You know, he kind of got emasculated recently by Donald Trump for not investing in his soccer team. And, you know, I kind of wonder, like, what you guys think about him holding on to it for so long. If it's not a massive cash cow, and if he's not investing very much into it, I just kind of wonder what the incentive is for him to just keep holding on and not sell at this point.
Well, I have an answer, but no one's going to like it. It's financial. I don't know if you got an answer, Skaz, but I think that they finally have a guy that they like as their coach. I think they got some good players they developed. They have an academy that's going really well. They have a really young program and a mix of guys that played elsewhere that are still young. They have Carles Heel, who's one of the star players, and they have Matt Turner, who was a keeper in the... I mean, they got a lot of good things going for them. What do people want the Revs to do, Skaz? Like, what is it?
Compete. But win something.
Well, tonight was, to be honest with you, the play on the pitch, they were out there, but did they compete?
No.
I'm going to say no. And I don't want to, if they're listening, like, oh, what does this guy know? Yeah, you're right. What do I know? But 0-0, dude?
I know enough to know that you should not be 0-0 after a month and a half off playing one of the worst teams in the league. I think that's fair. I think they would tell you that, Joe.
Weren't the Revs like one of the best home teams in the MLS going into this one?
I believe 7-0-1 or something like that.
They were 8-5-1. Okay, so they're now 8-5-2. They had 25 points going into this one. They were 7-1-0 at home. Coach Marco before the game, I think our guys are ready to go. Whoa.
And Toronto has 3 wins on the year.
They suck.
Yeah.
So one of the best. So basically, around the league, they're looking at the Revs as that's a disappointing game. That's 2 points, right? That they should have been nine and whatever tonight. Who's this Langoni guy?
Luca Langoni.
He's okay.
Solid player.
Like, I don't think their players suck, Skaz.
No. Probably could have used a little more creativity out there tonight. New guy, Wilson Harris, was subbed in at one point. That was, okay. Maybe a little too late.
Listen to this. Toronto is coming off a rather lifeless 0-0 draw Thursday in their return to play at the Canadian rivals CF Montreal. They didn't register a single shot on target in the previous game. They're 3-6 and 15 points. They were winless in their last 10 games across all competitions. They haven't won a match since April 4th against Colorado.
I would say you should beat that team at home.
I guess we should kind of crap on them, huh?
It's fair.
I already have our buddy Corey rip this team. These guys were terrible.
They were terrible tonight. Like no way around it. I think you could have used, I don't know, maybe Diego Fagunda. I don't know what you want him to do. I mean, the team, but they do have talent. I mean, Griffin Yao had a couple chances.
Julian Cardillo from Boston 25, soccer writer for the Herald, wrote, takeaways, the turf was an issue, slowed everything down. Turgeman is in a drought. This game needed him. Who's that?
Their striker there, Don Turgeman.
Both teams lucky not to lose.
I would say that's kind of fair.
What an analysis. More. Revs have been so bad tonight. What a joke. This game was so ass. Glad I saved my gas. The crowd was weak. Things are so bleak. Pay some money to the team is bummy. This footy is dead. The way of the Revs. That made me belly laugh. You know what? I kind of like a little poem in there every once in a while.
Why not? I received a text from someone in attendance tonight, and it simply said S.
Oh.
Complete S.
Oh.
Was the assessment I got from someone in attendance. So, not great.
Sean Sweeney checking in. Scoreless draw against a team that has 4 losses in their last 5. Are you serious? Revs needed serious help. 3 drop points. Another one. Jack Harrison isn't getting this team over the line. Who is Jack Harrison? Because I wish I knew a little bit more about this. But I unfortunately know all that I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's... I mean, if it's the guy I'm thinking of, he's not in the MLS. He plays for Leeds, so...
Maybe that's another game.
Maybe.
I'm just reading quotes from with people just going at the Revs. Wow, so the Revs fans are really upset about this one. Good. You know why? Because we're all in this fishbowl of Red Sox streak, right? And Patriots starting up. There should have been a little bump for the Revs tonight. There should have been that. And really, the Red Sox, the reason why we're watching them is because they're doing it, right? They're doing it. The Revs didn't tonight. They didn't. Let's talk to Garrett. He's in Ashland. Hey, Garrett.
Hey, Joe. Really appreciate you, man. Love what you do. One of my favorite shows. What I will say right now is I'm pretty upset over the Tatum hate. He comes back from injury. Of course, we're going to miss Brown. But at the end of the day, who's better? We know it's Tatum. All right? So what are we going to do? We surround him with talent. Tatum is a all-NBA, 5-time. He is a absolute beast. What are we going to do? Let's surround him with talent and let's get it. That's all I got, Joe.
Thank you. Well, you can't surround people without talent if you're not surrounded by Street Team Joe. And
Who's that guy yelling at?
I don't even know. I thought we were doing soccer talk anyways. Doesn't matter. Yeah. What was he pissed about? He did say the show's great and he loves the show and all that kind of stuff.
We have a superstar in our midst, I think is what you're trying to say,
we
Joe.
have Street Team Joe.
A superstar.
Who is on the front cover. On the front cover of today's Celtics graphic.
Sent to season ticket holders via email and text.
Literally sent to Skaz via a listener.
Yes.
That had to confirm. Well, a couple of things we got to do right now. I think we should let everybody know that the streak has ended. The Red Sox 15-game winning streak is over. They lost the night of the day-night doubleheader. Their 15-game winning streak is over. They have tied the longest winning streak in team history. Tonight, they gave up 4 runs in the first inning. They got a solid bullpen performance from Brian Bayo, but the bats didn't have enough. They had their opportunities, but Baltimore was just a little bit too tough tonight. The winning streak has ended at 15. It was a great streak. Curious how they bounce back now after this first loss in a long time. But I do think when we talk about the winning streak, there were a lot of good things and there were a lot of differences and changes. My biggest takeaway is runners in scoring position. They were really good. Tonight they struggled. Their strikeouts were less over this winning streak. I also think maybe they found their manager. Maybe they have. There are a lot of positives to the win streak. Tonight, though, things came back down a little bit. Their starting pitching out of the gate struggled. as far as hitting tonight, they got 5 hits. They did get 2 hits from Monasterio. Yoshida had an RBI in this game tonight. But Raffaello 0 for 4. Their strikeouts, they had 5 on the night tonight. If you want to look at it positively, the Red Sox pitching had 8. 5 of them were from Bayo, who went 5 1/3 out of the bullpen. But the Red Sox lose tonight. They're now 52-49 on the season. Their 15-game winning streak has ended. We'll get everybody caught up in Sports Hub headlines right now, and we'll have the final hour of the show here. You can react to the Red Sox loss at 617-779-0985. I'm Joe Murray. Let's get you the headline.
From the Town Fair Tire Studio, the game is on the Sports Hub.
Goes to the backhand and score! Two-hand slam!
Boston's home for sports.
I love this team!
98.5, the Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
The Red Sox winning streak is over. It ends at 15 after their 5-1 loss tonight. Their starter, Rivera, got hit hard in the first inning, giving up 4 runs. The bats went cold, but they did get a standing ovation from the Fenway crowd after the loss tonight. 15 wins in a row. It ties a franchise record. And we'll see what the Sox can do when they get back at it. And when do they get back at it, Joe? That's an excellent question. They're off tomorrow, and they'll take on the Blue Jays on Friday. Headlines, they are brought to you by our good friends because, of course, they are our good friends. And we have lots of friends. And our friends tell us that it's brought to us by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, keeping drains flowing for homes and businesses in the greater Boston area since 1976. Go to johnsewer.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Attack for him, deep 3, violent two-hand slam.
Wow.
98.5, Sports Hub.
Over. It was a good streak. It was a good one. Man, you know, I thought they could hit this Bradish kid. I really did. Thought they could hit him and maybe sneak one out, get a day off, and then continue it against the Blue Jays. But it's over. It ends at 15. You can call in and talk about it. 617-779-0985. I don't know if I'm surprised it's over. Maybe they ran out of gas. Maybe Baltimore just said nope. Couldn't really get. I think they just gave up 4 runs in the first, and they couldn't get out of it. That's kind of what it is. And does this, if you really want to be negative about it, if you want to be real negative about it, is this like another reason why Brian Bayo needs to get it together? Like they need him now, and I know that he went away for a bit, but it's almost as if, get this together, will you? They need you, man. Forget about this coming out of the bullpen, doing well thing. Do it at the beginning of the game to keep your team in the game. I hope they go back to him. I hope they do. I am still worried about him. What do you got going on back there, Skaz? There's a lot of phone calls I can see.
No, just the Tatum guy wants to know why you don't want to talk about Tatum.
Because the Red Sox streak just got snapped, you dummy. What do you want to talk about? Are you mad now that I called you a dummy? Just what would you do if... Hey, what was his name again?
Garrett, I believe.
Garrett, if you did a radio show, Garrett, would you lead off with why Jason Tatum and supporting him? Would you lead off with that right now?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, and I get it. We were talking Revs. So you're like, dude's talking Revs. I'm going to call Celtics. I get it, bro. I get it. But come on. What's the hottest story in Boston right now?
Street Team Joe.
He might be right now. Right now. All right. The Red. Does this guy want to call back in? Let him come back on. Come on, put him on hold. I'll take him. Let's go. Just put him on hold. I got you. Oh, that's not him? I thought it was him. I was going to put him right through. All right. Who's you guys upset about this loss tonight? Because I'm not. They won 15 in a row, guys. Season started. Like, we have a season. They now they have to do something. Oh, John Henry's so cheap. No. Now they have to. Now they have to spend money. Oh, but this is what the ownership wanted. Yes, it's what they wanted. Now they got to go spend money. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, Joe. I'm not upset that they lost tonight. I just want to say that I'm impressed with the run that they had because it was fun to watch, and I just hope they can sustain it and start a new winning streak. That's what I'd like to see. And I would like to see them add, as I mentioned to you last night, I'd like to see them add. And they really need to do something at the deadline now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
That's how I feel, Joe. I'm not mad at all.
Good.
You know, if people are, they haven't been watching this team.
That's right, Justin. That's right.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Thank you, man. What's Danny think in the car? Hi, Danny.
All right. Nice to see Brian Bayo bounce back. You can never have too much pitching. Red Sox in the past many years ago sold off pitching and guys get injured and they go down. See Garrett Crochet, see Suarez, right? So you can never, ever have too much pitching. God bless Brian Bayo. Get your shit stuff together.
Hurry up. Do you know someone told me, guys, that they love when I say W up after I swear?
Well, speaking of swears, Joe, we have a man on the line who loves to swear when we bring him on.
Real quick, because I just there are people that want to talk soccer for a second.
Please.
And I want to open the door. And we have somebody on hold. So we have a big one after this call. But Jeff's in Rhode Island. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going, Joe?
How you doing?
Good. So I've been a Revs fan for about 25 years. I've had my season ticket, I think, since 2011. And, I was at the game tonight. I'm on my way home. Disappointed about the game. Like, it's a huge bummer, right? Everyone's watching the World Cup, and this is the Revs' first game back since that. But I'm kind of known as a Revs optimist, and, you draw this game against Toronto. In a month, it doesn't matter. Like, the Revs have had a great first half of the season. They're in a playoff spot. Things are looking good. So I don't care too much about tonight. There are two things that I want as a Revs fan, though. One, MLS Cup. Haven't won it. Been there 5 times, lost all 5. Need that. The second thing that I want is for this team to matter in New England, for this team to matter in Boston sports. And, I put on 98.5. I turned you on after the game on my way home, and I'm hearing you talking about the Revs and about the game and how disappointing tonight is. I love that so much, man. I hope that this continues. When they put out a performance like tonight, even if I think it doesn't matter in a month, I hope I can turn this on and hear you bashing them because they deserve it. It's a lackluster performance after.
Jeff, it's a good point. And I want you to know, we have a good relationship with the Revs, and we're not the station that kisses people's asses because we have partnerships. I want you to know that. We can be critical, and they probably know it too. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, I watched every single World Cup game, every one of them. And I'm not a every 4 years guy. I watch the good games. I watch good games. Tonight was a snooze fest. It was boring. All this talk about, is this going to help the American game? That did nothing tonight for me. And dude, I'm going to work the games anyways, and I'm going to talk about them anyways. I'm just wondering who's the next guy that's not going to go back to that now. You know what I mean? I'm lucky I have an Apple subscription. I'm going to watch it. But every game tonight had multi-goal games, except for the Revs.
And that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I like about tonight, hearing you on the radio. It's honest. It's holding the team accountable. It's holding the league accountable. It's what I want to hear after a night like tonight where just nothing happened at Gillette. It was a waste of a Wednesday night, and how you're telling the story, and that's how it should be told.
What the story the story should have been, Jeff. They returned home. There was no issues with the turf. They kicked Toronto's ass because they suck, right? And Carles Hill or somebody else or Matt Turner had a big night.
It should have been they picked up where they left off before the World Cup. They should have got back to winning at home, and it wasn't that. They just weren't ready. They weren't prepared.
And the home dominance continues instead. And here's the deal, right? This is what bothers me. And you said you're a fan. Do you like it that it ends the way that it ends? There's no extra time, no shootout, no nothing.
I don't care. I've been watching it long enough that that's just normal to me. I don't.
Yeah, but
really
that's the problem. That's the problem. For someone who just watched international soccer, there's no extra time, there's no kicks, there's none of that. Wait, and here's the deal. No one gets kicked out of the league if they suck, right? So it's like there's no penalty for a draw. There's none.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a point instead of 3. Yeah, it's not good.
A point tonight. Yeah, I bet you they're happy about it. We got a point tonight. Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks for talking, Revs. Thanks for being honest about Revs. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so for those that don't know, and you can, this is a call to action. I've said this word a lot tonight. A call to action, but the Boston Celtics today on their Twitter handle, maybe on their Instagram. I didn't look yet. Maybe we can look it up. But on their Twitter page tonight, @Celtics, preseason tickets are live. Get ready for preseason play and purchase your tickets today. There's a link to purchase the tickets. And on the graphic, it says 2026 Celtics preseason tickets on sale. They're playing October 10th. It's Jaylen Brown's return. They have 2 games, October 10th versus Philly at 8, and then the Hornets October 14th at 7:30. And underneath, there's 5 people waving towels. And if you went from right to left, it's a dude. And on the very far left is Street Team Joe Ariano waving a flag. Now, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I don't know if the Celtics listen to the show. Maybe they do. Maybe they love Street Team Joe. But we've done some investigation and come to find out this is Joe's crew. The Celtics have identified the Green Goo crew of Street Team Joe, and he is joining us right now on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Hello, Joe.
Joe, what a night. I knew I would finally be rewarded, and my crew would finally be rewarded for being true Green Teamers through and through. Street Team Joe and crew now face of the Celtics how it always should have been. They must listen to the night show, Joe. That's all I can say. I don't think that's a coincidence, as they would say. I think, somebody's got to listen to the night show, and I think they hear the goo that I put out there, and, I think they're just rewarding the Green Teamers who are still out there.
Well, it's the Green Goo crew is what I'll call them.
Yes, the Green Guru crew. All 4 of us are, let's just say there's not a lot of smarts in that group. There's not a lot of honest opinions on basketball. It's just pure green goo.
So have you ever been, because when Jason Tatum scored his first point, we couldn't find you. So does this make up for that?
I think, missing Tatum's first bucket was a huge kill to my ego. I was in the bathroom,
Oh, yeah?
I was in the bathroom and I went to get a Sprite. Shout out Sprite. I like Sprite a lot. But this one I think makes up for it, Joe, on all my group chats are going crazy right now saying, Street Team Joe faces Celtics. I'm getting famous. It's Kendra Middleton tweets about me. I'm just making the rounds right now. Things couldn't be better.
Well, we, that there are super fans for the Celtics, right?
They are super. Did you see what Kevin Majori said too? The Green Goo allegations will not be beat in the night show anytime soon.
Nope.
Yeah, he was called out you, me, Jake, and Scass for our Green Gooness, and he saw the picture.
Joe,
but I would love to be a super fan.
So, Joe, I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you because this solidifies you're a part of you're a Green Teamer.
I mean, I've always been a green teamer, Joe. You know that, but now it's official.
This is like you got made tonight.
Yeah, this is like a stamp of approval from something. Yeah,
and there are super fans. There's Aztec Gino. You know him, right?
Yeah, I know Aztec Gino. Yeah,
and Carrie, I'm friends with her. She was Miss Cambridge, beautiful Miss Cambridge girl. And there's I'm trying to think of who else that there is. Oh, there's the Chicken Man. And
the Chicken Man.
I don't know if the Santa Claus guy's still there, but he wore the Santa.
Yeah.
But
we got lucky.
maybe we should I know those people. Maybe I should introduce you to that crew, and maybe now that you've been anointed by the Celtics to sell some tickets. Like, this is what I'm proud of. They're using you now to sell tickets for them.
Joe, what's funny is there was the guy in front of me. I'm not gonna recall the story too great, but the guy in front of me knew who you were, and I'd mentioned to him I would make some appearances on your show. He worked for NBC Sports Boston, and when I told him I was on the Joe Murray show, he then asked us if we wanted to be on the Celtics website. Now, I didn't know when or where that would occur. I honestly completely forgot about it because, it didn't go up on the website. So I forgot he asked us that and took the picture, but we're going to have to do some digging into this. But it was someone who knew who you were, who worked at NBC Sports Boston, who asked if he would and he asked us if we would be on the Celtics website display.
Oh, I wonder who it was. I no longer am employed by them. Their competitor.
Yeah, he does work a lot of games, and he said he was familiar with you, and he's worked with you a couple times. I
wonder if it was Jeff Garcia. Now I'm starting to wonder. Now I'm going to just say names, but
I wouldn't know his name.
Are you giving me an assist now that you made it on this?
I am. I think this was an industry plant, Joe. I think the Celtics are industry planting. There's industry plants. We got Hawk Tua out there. I think Street Team Joe might be an industry plant, and it was designed by the Celtics. They knew they had me the whole way, and this is just a great day. I couldn't be more happy. Street Team Joe and crew, face of the Celtics. It's about time.
Well, the Red Sox winning streak ends at 15, but Street Team Joe's streak continues.
Do you think I should ask Skaz and Jake if I can take over the podcast because I'm now top green teamer?
I was about to bring Skaz in to ask him how he felt about this.
Yeah, I think it's only right. He is king green teamer. I don't know how anyone could dispute that notion. My only question for Street Team Joe is, what's next? Where do you go from here?
Guys, I'm going to have to defer to Joe Murray, and I'm going to need to get some contacts from Joe Murray, and I'm going to try to ride this, if I can, to the next thing. And we are going to try to get posted on more social media. We'll have Riley making videos. We'll have Derek making videos. We need to use this as momentum to shift me off into the face of the Celtics. And my crew, Sam, Riley, and Connor. They got to be there too. We'll start the new podcast. Guys, we'll have you on sometimes.
All right.
But
Street
only
Team
do
Joe.
loud.
One more because we did it for our social tonight. Okay. When I say the number 15 to you, what's the first thing that pops in your head?
The number. Just Dustin Pedroia, probably.
Okay. Not Tommy Heinsohn, huh?
No, I think, Tommy Heinsohn was before my time. Pedroia, growing up in the early 2000s, he was he was, how tall was he, Joe? 5'5", maybe even shorter than that. And
no, Tommy's actually huge.
No, I'm talking about Pedroia.
Oh, he was small, little.
Yeah, he was the face of he won MVP one year, right? And he was the face of the video game.
Yeah.
MLB The Show. He was the poster child for anyone could make it. Obviously, that wasn't the case with me, but he did have me believing anything is possible. Kevin Garnett, more Celtics go.
Joe, congratulations. I'm friends with people at the Garden, and I'm going to send this to them and be like, this made Street Team Joe's night.
Yeah, we're going to – this is just the beginning, Joe. This is just the beginning. My ultimate goal is to be president of the Celtics fan club someday.
Master talk.
Yeah, master TikToker. All right, I got to go.
All right, Joe, bye.
Bye.
See ya. Did you hear my number 15s, guys?
No, Joe, I didn't.
All right, we just posted it. I'll post it to Twitter right now, but I'm Joe Murray on Instagram.
Did you say Carmelo?
I did not say Carmelo.
Jokic?
No. See, the way the question was presented to me was more like, what is the first thing that pops in your head with number 15? I didn't think athlete. Guess you're just going to have to wait and find out. Coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way.
Soccer. I'm watching another game right now, guys. It's 2-2 Atlanta and CLT. Is that Columbus? CLT? Yeah. And they're just like kicking the ball everywhere. And possessing it and holding it and putting pressure on the defense and tiring down the defense. And I'm just whatever was on tonight was not good. We also had this conversation, but Carles Gil is the best Revs player, like far and away their best player. He's in his like early 30s. He's from Spain. He didn't even make the World Cup team or ever has. Maybe the under-21 team he barely played.
One game for the under-21 team.
So, like, one of the worst Spanish players. I shouldn't say worst. The 50th man of Spain.
It just shows the gap. It shows the gap in talent, Joe.
Like, for real, like, in the world, what is Carles Gil? Like, what does he play for another team besides the Revs? Does he play, like, in the Premier League or anything like that? He's old. He's older.
Yeah, I would say he's, I don't know, the 100th or 50th best.
He's probably like a top 100 player in the world.
No.
Maybe. No?
No. Other than, Messi, and maybe that's it. I don't know if they have any top 100 players in the world in the MLS. Yeah.
Wow.
Carlos Gil played for Valencia and Aston Villa at one point, but no, he never had any real impact.
Like, played.
No. It just shows the true difference.
It's a gap, dude.
It's a gap.
It's a gap. Well, anyways, we're all supposed to be excited about that tonight, and it didn't do well. And you know what, Revs fans, I'm glad that you liked that we talked about it for 10 minutes. But the Red Sox are the story. They snapped their 15-game winning streak. I want to enjoy it for a minute. Like, hey, man, 15 wins is a lot. It's something that we haven't seen in, 80 years, something like that. So I think it's worth to just kind of think about it, look back on it. You're off tomorrow. But now what? I'm not ready to just jump forward yet. But just what next? I think they got to figure out this Ranger Suarez thing. Like, does he get the next start in the rotation? I'd start there. Does he get the next start in the rotation? Is Chen a part of what you want to do at shortstop? Is he a defensive replacement and you go out and get someone who can hit with a bat? I think you have to think about your left fielder. Duran can help in spots, but it's too inconsistent. And how do they really work out the Peyton Tolle innings, Jake Bennett innings? Connolly early started to throw today. Marcelo Meyer is going to hit, but I bet you he's going to play in Worcester probably the rest of the year. And Roman Anthony is not swinging a bat. So for the here and now, I think you got to win that Blue Jays series. You take on the A's. I really like their catcher, but you have to give up a haul for him. Lagalese, man, I like him. And then the deadline's coming, Skez. They got to help the team. The guy that interests me is Pena from Houston. Plays shortstop. Would they extend him, I guess, is the question.
I mean, he's a former World Series MVP, and he's young.
Would you extend him? I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't, but you do have Arias.
I just worry, why are the Astros getting rid of a guy like that?
And I heard Jared say this earlier, but they got rid of, was it Tyler Green? Was that who they had? They got rid of one of their outfielders because they weren't going to give him an extension. And if they haven't extended him now, maybe they'll go get something for him. So I would get either a first baseman or a shortstop. Let the outfield figure itself out, especially if you have some thought of Roman getting some at-bats at the end of the year. And by the way, when Roman comes back, I don't even think you put him in the left right away. I think he earns his stripes. I'm looking ahead a little bit here, but I'd like to see another really good rotation. You know, I'd like to see what Sonny Gray can do again, Tolley can do again. Bennett, another round. Maybe you see a Brian Bayo at some point. But I'd like to see another 5-6 games and what the rotation can look like. But let's talk to Mike. He's in Braintree. What's up, Mike? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Joe. What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
I heard you the other night talking about Skipper's Chowder House.
Yeah.
I love Skipper's. It's the best.
It's the best, man.
The chowder is awesome. I have to ask you, though, have they ever talked to you into getting the deep-fried chowder?
Do they call it fluffy chowder? Is that what they call it?
Well, it's almost like a ball, like an arancini.
Oh, no, I haven't had it.
Okay.
I met Aiden, the owner there, and I like Milan, the big Serbian dude who works at the bar upstairs. Good dude.
He's awesome. He's the best.
He played soccer internationally?
Yes. I actually I talked to him last year. I'm heading down this weekend.
All right. Well, tell him you called into the show.
Of course. I will tell you, though, if they ever try to talk you into that deep-fried chowder, stay away from it. Stick with just the regular chowders.
Well, I love. Listen. Can I tell you something?
Of course.
The Cape Cod chowder, bro. There's something about it, right? I live on the North Shore, so there's a place in Gloucester called Causeway. It has phenomenal chowder. Like it's really, really good chowder. But there's nothing like the chowder on the Cape, man. It's like a little thicker, creamy.
It's unreal.
It's so different out there.
It's funny. Like I'm a South Shore guy in Braintree. I realize that as far as the Cape goes, we get the Cape, so we get the chowder. Other than that, North Shore has the food hands down.
Yep, absolutely. I'm glad we agree on that. Hey, you consider Braintree South Shore?
Yeah, of course. We're south of Boston.
I grew up in Hyde Park, so like Braintree wasn't South Shore to me.
Yeah, I mean, I consider anything Quincy and below.
Oh, Quincy ain't South Shore. Quincy's Quincy.
Well, I mean, that's what I was saying. We hit Quincy, and then you go below Quincy, you're in the South Shore.
Yeah, like, I don't even know if I want to consider Weymouth South Shore, bro.
Well, we're just below Weymouth, so I kind of figure. I think we're kind of like the cut. We're at that 93 cut, and we go down from Braintree, we're south.
I haven't been over to Braintree in a while. I used to go to Jimbo's. Remember that spot?
Yeah, dude. Oh, that was the best back in the day. It's been long gone, but that was a staple. That was our haunt for the night before Thanksgiving.
Nice.
That was our spot for our town.
And then the Fridays over there across from the mall was always.
It's gone. That's now a tavern in the square.
Oh, it's such a sad thing to know that those places.
It really is, dude. I'm telling you, there's a few things in Braintree that were like staples.
Is there a movie theater there?
Fridays was always there. We're losing our spots, man.
What about the movie theater?
Oh, it's still there. It's kicking. It's got the recliner red seats. It's still killing.
Yeah, I used to go to that theater a lot. And the mall, though, it's funny. Somebody asked me, hey, what's your perfect slice of pizza? I used to love the Regina at the mall.
Yeah, how can you go wrong? It's funny. It's obviously not the North End Regina, but, I mean, are you going to take a step down and be better than anyone else? Of course you will. That's the Regina. It's still Regina.
I remember that and the Johnny Rockets.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I spent some time out in Braintree in my life.
Yeah, of course. I've called you a couple of times talking about trying to get together for some cards. I'll have to make sure that the next show we get together.
Yeah, I'm doing Polar Park in August.
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I know right now. I do a monthly in Woburn, though.
Okay. I'll try to get up to the Polar Park.
All right, bro. Yeah, it's a big event. I think it's the 22nd. And Polar Park's great. Easy parking. It's gonna be nice place.
It's actually funny. I work for a roofing company, and we did the roof of the Polar Park.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, Worcester.
Yeah, baby.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
All right, Joe. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you. Any thoughts on clam chowder, Skaz, for somebody that can't eat milk?
I mean, I used to love chowder. A couple oyster crackers in there. I feel like you're a big oyster crackers guy, Joe.
So, do you know what I do? Crinkle them up in the bag first. Then I dump them in.
The crinkle dump.
And then when I eat halfway, I open up the next bag. And I pile it in. Riley's had a long day, huh? Should we do a live free or rye? Do you think she's got it in her?
I think that'll get her to the end of the night.
The Red Sox lost, everybody. If you want to talk about it, you can at 617-779-0985. But I feel like our show won tonight. Riley saw history today over at Fenway Park, and Street Team Joe is on the cover of a graphic to sell Celtics tickets. I mean, Skaz is, the night show tree.
I mean, the pipeline just continues to flourish, Joe.
It is, you know what? Live free or rye. Let's do it. Let's do it next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
The Red Sox winning streak ends at 15. They lose
the win streak to keep some of this going in the trade deadline. I am a lifer, okay? I was videotaping games in my parents' living room when I was 7 years old. I was a kid crying on the floor watching them lose. And they have pulled me back in this season. This truly was a season where I was so disgusted with my team that I couldn't do it. After them letting Devers go and all the front office, the horrible decisions, I need them to have the faith that has been restored in the fans. I need the front office to follow that lead and make some moves. Please give us a postseason. This team deserves it now.
Thank you, James. I agree. Doug's in Worcester. Doug.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
First time, long time. You're one of our favorite guys on the radio. We absolutely love listening to you. So, yeah, we just left the game. It kind of felt like almost like they just didn't want to be there. I don't know. It was kind of like weird. It was kind of a weird vibe. We were really excited to go. Second game, maybe see some history. Me and my son, and with my son here, my stepson. But yeah, it just felt kind of strange. I don't even know like what the vibes were. It just felt off. I don't know what it was.
You went down 4-0 in the first inning and couldn't get momentum.
Yeah, it was. It's funny. My stepson was saying, he's like, that first inning, it just killed us.
Yep, killed it.
But I really just wanted to call and talk to you. Like I said, I love you. Love listening to you.
Nice.
Wanted to call. I just wanted to give one shout out though. Something you might be proud about. My stepson the other day, playing for Babe Ruth in Pittsburgh, hit 3 home runs, a grand slam. The last one, it was incredible.
Wow, I call that a triple dunk night.
It was incredible. I couldn't even believe it. It was the coolest experience of my life. But yeah, I just wanted to call because we were listening to you and we never have, and I felt like I wanted to. So there you go.
You guys gonna get the Boynton after, or are we going late night?
Probably just heading home. Got to work tomorrow, All
right, Doug.
Yeah, we always. But it was great talking to you. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your night.
You too, buddy. Thank you. Shout out to 3 home runs and a grand slam.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Have you met Sarko? Right.
I've talked to Sarko many times.
Sarko.
I was the one who put him on the line. We just chatted.
Hi, Sarko. Ah.
Is he not there anymore?
Not there.
No.
I think he works while he's listening. And then,
yeah, he got new headphones. He was telling me.
All right, Skaz, let's do it, kid. You know what time it is, everybody.
I still don't know the lyrics fully.
Live free or ride?
Yeah, I'm up at Conway. Now I'm down in Manchester, next to Adam Sandler, but I'll be Woods forever. I'm the new Salinger, cause I could live anywhere, but I choose to live here, the middle of nowhere. I used to shop in Salem, next to Rockingham Park. Right there up on 28, you'll find Canopy Lake Park. Bring me up to Portsmouth, the saloon at State Street. Catch me up at Gillies after hours for some late eats.
All right. Riley saw history today.
Yeah, I did. I went to Fenway Park today. I snuck up right behind home plate, sat 5 rows back, pretty awesome seats, and the Red Sox tied their streak for most wins in a row, 15 from 1946. And you know what? They were doing is it called the tarps off? They were spinning the jerseys everywhere. Guess what? We got a wave going in the first inning. That's unheard of. A wave in the first inning?
Yeah.
Wow. The crowd was pumped. It was awesome, but then it started downpouring after the game, and I snuck into Sal's Pizza right before it started downpouring and got a table. So
Did you get a pizza at Sal's?
I didn't. My friend did. I just got a Gatorade because I had a Fenway Frank.
Oh, how was that?
It was really good.
What'd you put on it?
Nothing. I don't like condiments.
You ate a naked dog.
I always eat a naked dog. No condiments. I don't like condiments. But it was a great game. First inning, it was just like the second game. The first inning, the Red Sox scored 4 runs, and there's just no coming back. And then, they flipped the script in the second game. Nothing you can do.
Guys, did you know that Riley likes Sweet Caroline?
He's going to flame me.
Riley has, to put it nicely, questionable music taste, I would say.
No, you just don't Guys, I like country music.
Wait,
Morgan
what?
Wallen is my favorite
Just real
singer.
quick, we understand Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
What do you mean you understand Sweet Caroline?
We understand.
You're telling us
Morgan
we don't
Wallen.
understand.
No, I'm
You
saying
just
I'm
told
talking
us.
about how he doesn't understand my country music taste.
No. Forget about country music.
Fully understand.
We're talking about Sweet Caroline.
Oh wait, I love that. I love Sweet Caroline. I love that tradition.
Boo.
Tradition sucks.
No, guys, you gotta have fun with it.
No. I had fun with it 25 years ago.
I know, so I'm in your shoes right now. I'm having fun.
It needs to change.
It wasn't 30 years old back then, though.
Wait, but I've only been alive for 20 years.
Yeah, so
about
what?
it.
You want to use a rotary phone because people were using them 20 years ago?
A rotary phone?
Exactly. Thank you for proving my point.
Is that the one where you spin the circle and it has the holes?
You got it.
Oh, bang! I got it.
Yeah, Riley, I grew up on that.
Yeah, me too. We had one at our lake house in Vermont.
Oh, okay.
Did you at my lake house in Vermont? No Wi-Fi. That's the rule.
Wi-Fi didn't exist when I was a kid.
I know, so I'm saying I'm been through that. No Wi-Fi, rotary phone, no
I had
TV.
a beeper when I was your age.
I think I've heard of that.
A pager?
Yes, that. Yeah. We have a VCR or whatever it's called. Yeah, we have that at my camp too. We use that all the time.
What was the best part of your day today?
Ooh. So I woke up at 6 a.m. and my aunt and uncle are moving back to Georgia. So I was really sad. So that was definitely not the best part of my day. I got a really good acai bowl. Do you know what acai bowls are? Do you like them?
No.
What?
I don't eat
That's
that
like one of my favorite foods.
But you already know my.
But you gotta put like Nutella and like peanut butter in it, and it will change your life.
What else?
The Red Sox game was probably my favorite part of my day because the Red Sox